We're going to tell you exactly how to dispose of every type of battery you can think of, but first, two things you should know. One is that it can vary a lot based on state and the legality. So check our website in the description, Disposal XT, where we have a really helpful, easy to read table that'll tell you exactly what the laws are and methods are for each battery type in each state in the US. Another thing is, because you probably don't want to listen to every single method, depending on what battery you want to get rid of, just check the description and we have timestamps for all the different kinds of batteries. If you don't know the exact name of the battery, we're also going to put a little bit about what kinds of stuff you find them in, help you figure it out. And you can skip to that section so you don't have to watch us repeat this for a million types of batteries.
All right, let's get started.
First, we have alkaline and zinc-carbon batteries, basically just regular household batteries, AA, AAA, 9-volt, C, D, things like that. And for those, you can either throw them in the trash in a lot of states, or sometimes you need to recycle them, but nothing fancy there.
The second type of battery that's also pretty common are the button cell batteries. And you may not have heard that name before, but they're very common. They're very little. They look about the size of a quarter. They're very small and skinny. The first thing that you want to be aware of is anytime they're not in a device, they're a choking hazard. So make sure you keep them away from children. These are often found in watches, hearing aids, calculators, keyless car remote, the little button you push for your car. So that's where you're going to find them. And to get rid of these, you can also throw these in the trash in most states, or you can take them to a recycling center, or there's oftentimes battery drop-off locations in areas near you.
Okay, for lithium single-use batteries, these are the kinds you're usually going to find in smoke detectors, sometimes handheld video games, watches, and cameras. You are going to want to tape the ends with electrical tape if possible. If you have electrical tape, put a little bit of tape on each end of the battery to prevent fires, and then put the battery in a trash bag and put each individual battery that you're disposing of in its own trash bag. It's the safest way to do it. And pretty much everywhere you're going to have to take it to a recycling center or a drop-off location, because it'll be illegal to just throw those away and very dangerous.
The next type of battery are nickel-cadmium rechargeable batteries. These are often found in power tools, cordless phones, digital cameras, video cameras, and some other medical equipment. The recommendation here is to typically take them to a battery recycling center or a battery drop-off location where they then can be taken to a recycling center. It is not recommended that you throw these away in your household trash. It could cause fire and is considered hazardous waste.
To dispose of lithium-ion rechargeable batteries, those are the kinds you're going to find in like tablets, e-readers, some children's toys, and also large and small appliances. You have a few options, but you have to be careful with those. So you can either take them to a battery recycling center, drop-off centers. You could go to a local hazardous waste collection, depending on where you live. And usually those, they have a window, like a certain day of the week, where they will accept things like that.
Nickel metal hydride rechargeable batteries should not be thrown away in your household trash. They are considered hazardous waste. They can cause fires, and so it's not safe to throw them away. Your best option here is to bring them to a battery recycling center or a battery drop-off location where you can drop them off, and then someone will then bring them to be recycled. If you're not sure what these batteries are, they're typically going to be found in cell phones, cordless power tools, two-way radios, and digital cameras. So if you have a battery like this, please don't throw it away. Be sure to take it to a recycling center.
To dispose of nickel-zinc rechargeable batteries, which you'll usually find in things like wireless keyboards, wireless mice, and digital cameras, you'll want to take that to a drop-off location for recycling, battery drop-off centers, or sometimes your local hazardous waste disposal center.
Small sealed lead acid rechargeable batteries are the batteries you're going to find in electric scooters, children's toy cars, the ones that they can kind of drive around in, emergency lighting fixtures, and also some hospital equipment. The best option is probably to bring them to an automotive store. Since they deal with larger lead acid batteries, they're going to have the facilities and the capabilities to recycle these and dispose of them in the correct way. You might also consider calling your local home improvement store. Sometimes they will be able to take these types of batteries. And when you do bring these batteries in to be recycled, you might ask for some sort of credit to see if they have a program where by turning in an old battery, you can receive some sort of credit. I've turned in lead acid batteries before. When I did actually purchase a new one, they gave me a credit for turning in the old one. So that would be something worthwhile checking into, especially if you are going to be buying a replacement battery.
To dispose of lead acid automotive batteries, car batteries, take them to the place that you bought them at, or usually the place that you're going to buy a new car battery at. A lot of times they'll give you a discount. You can kind of trade it in and they'll give you a little bit of a credit on the new battery you're buying. I believe in most states legally, the place that sold it to you has to accept it back somehow and have a way to dispose of it. There's also probably days at your local hazardous waste center where they will accept car batteries, but again, a lot of them have days of the week that they will do that, and it's not every single day. So call first or check online.
When it comes to medium or large scale lithium-ion batteries, these are batteries that you as a consumer probably should not be messing with. These are batteries that are going to be found in like an electric vehicle. And so these are probably considered very dangerous. And in order for these to be replaced or recycled, you should be taking them to a professional, whether it's a mechanic of some sort, maybe to a salvage yard. But be very careful if you are dealing with these batteries because in most cases, this is something that is professionally installed and should be professionally removed.
Again, to find specifics and especially specifics about the laws and methods related to the state that you live in the United States, definitely check the description for our website, Disposal XT. And if this was helpful, a like would be very appreciated.
Nickel metal hydride rechargeable.